Imagine soaring through the skies on a private jet so massive it carries a throne, or sailing on a yacht worth $500 million. Add streets lined with gold-plated supercars, and you're only scratching the surface of how Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's family moves across the globe. Each trip reveals not just privilege, but the reach of a dynasty that commands land, sea, and sky. Let's uncover their world of luxury. The fleet that rules the skies. The House of Saud, Saudi Arabia's ruling royal family, doesn't just travel. They command the skies with a fleet so magnificent, so outrageously expensive, that it makes other billionaires' private jets look like economy class. Picture this. You're at an airport watching planes take off and land when suddenly a massive Boeing 747-400 approaches the runway. But this isn't just any commercial airliner. This is a flying palace, a mansion in the sky that belongs to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, better known as MBS. The aircraft includes a 14-seat dining room, 2 luxurious bedrooms, and a central throne emphasizing royal grandeur. Yes, you heard that right, a throne on an airplane. Because when you're worth an estimated $25 billion personally and your family controls $1.4 trillion, ordinary first class simply won't suffice. But let's start from the beginning of this incredible story. The House of Saud's aviation empire isn't just about showing off, though they certainly do that spectacularly. It's about power, diplomacy, and maintaining their status as the wealthiest royal family in the world. Every flight is a statement, every aircraft a symbol of their unmatched influence. The crown jewel of their aerial fleet is MBS's customized Boeing 747-400, a behemoth that has been transformed from a standard commercial airliner into something that would make even the most luxurious 5-star hotel seem modest. The base price of a Boeing 747-400 is approximately $150 million, but customizations for MBS reportedly increased the value to around $450 million. To put this in perspective, that's more than the GDP of some entire nations, all invested in a single aircraft. What makes this particular jet so extraordinary isn't just its price tag, it's the mind-boggling attention to detail and luxury that went into its creation. The interior designers didn't just aim for opulent, they redefined what opulence means. The aircraft includes gold-plated sinks, faucets, and furniture accents emphasizing luxury. We're talking about genuine gold plating, not just gold-colored paint or fixtures. When you're washing your hands at 40,000 feet, you're doing it at a solid gold sink, but the gold fixtures are just the beginning. The aircraft features Italian marble flooring and bathroom surfaces, as seen in Al Yamamah Palace and other royal assets. Imagine walking through an aircraft cabin and feeling Italian marble beneath your feet, the same quality of stone used in the world's most prestigious palaces and museums. The craftsmanship extends to every corner, with custom wood paneling and fine-grained leather upholstery that are standard in Saudi royal jets, creating a warm, regal ambience. The layout of this flying palace is where things get truly spectacular. The approximately 4,000 to 4,786 square feet of cabin space has been meticulously designed to serve every possible need and desire. The main deck features what can only be described as a grand entrance foyer, complete with what's rumored to be a staircase leading to the upper deck, inspired by 747-8 designs. Moving through the aircraft, you'll find that 14-seat dining room we mentioned earlier, but calling it just a dining room undersells its grandeur. This is a space designed for hosting diplomatic dinners, complete with luxury furnishings and space for diplomatic or family meals. The chairs aren't just seats, they're works of art, each one potentially worth more than a luxury car. Then there's the master suite, which occupies its own section of the aircraft. The master suite includes a spacious bedroom with a king-sized bed, ensuite bathroom with a shower, and high-end finishes, for example marble or gold-plated fixtures. But this isn't just any bedroom, it's a royal bedchamber that happens to be flying through the sky. The ensuite bathroom features a full shower, something that's incredibly rare and complex to install in an aircraft due to weight and space constraints. The technology integrated into this flying palace is equally impressive. The aircraft features advanced communication systems, video conferencing and high-speed internet, for example Flynet registered trademark-style connectivity, enabling MBS to conduct state affairs mid-flight. This means that while soaring at 40,000 feet, MBS can conduct video conferences with world leaders, manage state affairs, and stay connected to his massive business empire through the Public Investment Fund. But perhaps the most remarkable feature of all is that central throne we mentioned. Yes, there is literally a throne on this airplane. A central throne, as reported for similar Saudi royal jets, may be included to emphasize MBS's status as crown prince. This isn't just a very nice chair, it's an actual throne positioned in the main salon area, serving as the focal point of the aircraft's interior design. When MBS holds meetings or entertains guests at cruising altitude, he does so from his throne, leaving no doubt about his royal status. The operational costs of maintaining such an aircraft are as staggering as its purchase price. Operating a 747-400 is expensive, with estimates suggesting $24,000 to $27,000 per flight hour, excluding maintenance, storage, and insurance, which could total $5 million annually for 40 hours of use. But for a family whose wealth is measured in the trillions, these costs are merely rounding errors on their annual budgets. The House of Saud doesn't stop with just one magnificent aircraft. Their fleet includes multiple Boeing 747 Boeing business jets, each serving different purposes within the royal hierarchy. The Saudi royal family has access to a fleet of private jets, primarily Boeing 747 Boeing business jets, BBJs, used for official and personal travel. These include aircraft with registrations HZHM-1, HZHM-1A, and HZHM-1B, each built in different years and customized for specific royal family members. One particularly fascinating aircraft in their collection is the Boeing 747 with hospital suite, believed to be designed for King Salman's predecessor, King Khalid, who had a heart condition. This aircraft includes a fully equipped surgical facility, a unique feature for private jets, reflecting the royal family's need for medical security during travel. Imagine having a complete hospital operating room at 40,000 feet, ready to perform surgery if needed. This level of preparation and luxury demonstrates the lengths to which the royal family goes to ensure their safety and comfort while traveling. But the family's aviation empire extends beyond just passenger aircraft. The royal fleet includes at least 2 Boeing 747 freighter planes, likely used for transporting vehicles or other large assets during royal travels. These aren't passenger jets, but cargo planes specifically designed to transport the royal family's other luxury assets, their cars, furniture, artwork, and even, as we'll discover later, their falcons. Speaking of unique travel companions, one of the most extraordinary stories from the Saudi royal family's travel habits involves their beloved falcons. A notable anecdote involves booking individual seats for 80 falcons, highlighting their extravagant approach to travel. Yes, you read that correctly. 80 falcons, each with its own airplane seat, complete with seat belts designed specifically for birds. This isn't just eccentric, it's a window into a world where money truly is no object. The family's generosity with their aircraft extends to international diplomacy as well. In 2019, MBS offered this or a similar private jet to Pakistan's then Prime Minister Imran Khan for travel to the US, showcasing its role in diplomatic gestures. This wasn't just lending a plane, it was lending a flying palace worth hundreds of millions of dollars, demonstrating the soft power that comes with such extraordinary wealth. But MBS isn't the only family member with access to incredible aircraft. His brother, Prince Khalid bin Salman, who served as Saudi ambassador to the United States, regularly used a chartered Boeing 767 that epitomizes luxury travel. This 1,066 square foot chartered jet has over 60 seats, a master bedroom, an office, multiple TVs, and can hold 8 tons of luggage, staffed by at least 5 attendants per flight. The cost of chartering this aircraft was equally impressive. Chartering costs $30,000 per hour, with an estimated $8 million spent during Khalid's tenure as ambassador, 2017 to 2019. To put this in perspective, that's $500 per minute, while the aircraft is in flight. The average American would need to work for an entire year to afford just 1 hour of flight time on this aircraft. The interior of Khalid's Boeing 767 rivals that of the finest luxury hotels. The aircraft includes a master bedroom with an ultra king-size bed, larger than standard king, ensuite bathroom with full-height walk-in shower, vanity, and lavatory. But it doesn't stop there. The plane features an L-shaped sofa seating 6, convertible to a double bed, serves as a private cinema or secondary bedroom. The technology on board is equally impressive. The aircraft features 7 television screens, including 43-inch in-lounge, audio-video on demand with 100+ movies, live TV, 6 portable DVD players, iPod/iPad docking stations. The connectivity includes ultra-fast 2Q Wi-Fi, up to 50 megabits per second for streaming, calls and work, satellite communications, SATCOM for secure, diplomatic links. One of the most remarkable features of this aircraft is its air purification system. The aircraft includes a plasma ionization system, 2020 upgrade, that purifies air, killing pathogens and reducing odors, higher humidity and lower cabin altitude for reduced fatigue. This means that even the air inside the aircraft is luxury air, purified, humidified and optimized for comfort. The comparison with other royal families makes the Saudi aviation fleet even more remarkable. While the British royal family has no private jets, uses RAF chartered aircraft, the House of Saud operates what amounts to their own private private airline. The Saudi Royal Flight Fleet includes approximately 13 aircraft, valued at $1.5 billion plus, making it larger and more valuable than the air forces of many smaller nations. Even other wealthy royal families pale in comparison. The Qatari House of Al Thani owns approximately 10 jets, including Boeing 747, 8 VIP-400M, while the Al Nahyan family of UAE owns Boeing 787, 9 A380, approx $600 million total. The House of Saud's fleet surpasses them all in both quantity and individual aircraft value. What makes these aircraft even more extraordinary is how they're used. These aren't just modes of transportation, they're tools of statecraft, diplomacy, and family unity. When the Saudi royal family travels, they're not just going from point A to point B. They're carrying their entire world with them, complete with their customs, their luxury, their power, and their influence. Floating palaces. If the House of Saud's aviation fleet represents their dominion over the skies, then their collection of super yachts establishes their absolute sovereignty over the seas. What we're about to explore isn't just a collection of boats. These are floating palaces, each one a masterpiece of engineering, luxury, and excess that would make ancient emperors weep with envy. At the heart of this maritime empire sits Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's crown jewel, the super yacht Serene. But calling Serene just a yacht is like calling the Taj Mahal just a building. Acquired in 2015 from Russian businessman Yuri Shefler for approximately $562 million, this 134-meter yacht was built by Fincantieri. To understand the scale of this purchase, MBS spent more on this single yacht than many countries spend on their entire annual defense budgets. The story of how MBS acquired Serene reads like something out of a Hollywood movie. MBS spotted the yacht while vacationing in the south of France in 2015 and purchased it within 10 days, requiring the yacht to cruise into international waters for the transaction. Imagine being so wealthy that you can see a $500 million yacht, decide you want it, and complete the purchase in a week and a half. The transaction had to take place in international waters because the scale and complexity of the deal required special legal arrangements. But what makes Serene truly extraordinary isn't just its price tag. It's the absolutely mind-blowing features packed into its 439-foot length. The yacht can accommodate 24 guests in 12 cabins with private decks and 52 crew members. Think about that for a moment. 52 crew members. That's more staff than most small hotels, all dedicated to serving just 24 guests. The crew-to-guest ratio is more than 2. 1, ensuring that every whim, every desire, every need is anticipated and fulfilled before it's even expressed. The centerpiece of Serene's incredible amenities is something that sounds impossible until you see it. 7 swimming pools, including a giant internal seawater pool. 7 pools on a single yacht. The internal seawater pool is particularly remarkable because it brings the ocean inside, allowing guests to swim in seawater while being completely protected from the elements. But even more extraordinary is a unique snow room chilled to minus 12 degrees Celsius, 12 degrees Fahrenheit, with real snow falling from the ceiling, inspired by original owner Yuri Shefler to replicate Russian spa experiences. Yes, you read that correctly. There's a room on this yacht where it snows, actual snow, at minus 12 degrees Celsius, on a boat floating in tropical waters. The engineering required to create and maintain a snow room on a yacht is staggering. The insulation, the refrigeration systems, the moisture control, all of this technology packed into a floating vessel to create an experience that most people can only get by traveling to the Arctic. The snow room isn't just a novelty, it's part of a comprehensive wellness complex that would make the world's most exclusive spas jealous. The yacht includes a wellness and beauty center with a spa, hammam, Turkish bath, and sauna, offering relaxation and rejuvenation. The contrast therapy between the snow room and the sauna creates a unique wellness experience that money literally cannot buy anywhere else on Earth. But Serene's luxury extends far beyond its spa facilities. The yacht features 2 helipads, one convertible into a swimming pool or dance floor. This convertible helipad is an engineering marvel. Imagine a platform that can safely land helicopters when needed, then transform into a swimming pool or dance floor for evening entertainment. The hydraulic systems, the waterproofing, the structural engineering required to make this work safely are mind-boggling. The underwater features of Serene are equally impressive. The yacht includes an underwater viewing room, Nemo Room, that offers panoramic views of marine life. This isn't just a window in the hull. It's a fully enclosed underwater observation deck where where guests can watch fish, dolphins, and other marine life in their natural habitat while enjoying cocktails and climate-controlled comfort. For those seeking even more aquatic adventure, Serene includes a GSE Trieste VAS 525/60th submarine certified for depths up to 100 meters, a personal submarine on a yacht. This isn't a small submersible toy. It's a legitimate submarine capable of diving to 100 meters, allowing MBS and his guests to explore underwater worlds that most people will never see. The entertainment facilities on Serene are equally spectacular. The yacht features an outdoor cinema for movie screenings under the stars and a nightclub with a dedicated area with a dance floor for entertainment, often utilizing the convertible helipad. Picture watching a movie under a starlit sky while floating in the Mediterranean, or dancing to world-class DJs on what was earlier in the day a helicopter landing pad. Perhaps most remarkably, the yacht reportedly houses Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, purchased by MBS for $450 million in 2017. This means that one of the most expensive artworks ever sold, a 500-year-old masterpiece by one of history's greatest artists, is floating around the world's oceans on a private yacht. The insurance costs alone for this painting must be astronomical, and the climate control systems needed to preserve it in a marine environment represent another engineering marvel. The operational costs of Serene are as staggering as its features. Annual running costs are estimated at $25 to $40 million per year, covering crew salaries, maintenance, fuel, and operational expenses. That's more than $100,000 every single day, whether the yacht is being used or sitting at anchor. To put this in perspective, the annual operating costs of Serene exceed the lifetime earnings of most people. But MBS didn't stop with just Serene. His maritime empire includes multiple extraordinary vessels, each with its own unique character and incredible features. Pegasus the 8, purchased in 2015, is a 78.3-meter yacht originally built by Royal Denship. What makes Pegasus 8 special is a float-in dry dock that transforms into a 12-meter swimming pool, a helicopter pad that can convert into a golf driving range. The concept of a float-in dry dock that becomes a swimming pool is engineering poetry. Imagine sections of the yacht's deck that can be flooded to create a swimming pool, then drained to become a dry dock for smaller boats or water toys. The helicopter pad that converts to a golf driving range showcases the same innovative thinking. When you're not landing helicopters, why not practice your golf swing while floating in international waters? Pegasus the 8 is valued at approximately $120 million, with annual running costs of approximately $12 million. Even MBS's smaller yacht costs $33,000 per day to operate. The yacht underwent significant refit in the Netherlands in 2015, which included a hull repaint and addition of new features after MBS's purchase. But perhaps the most intriguing vessel in MBS's collection is one he didn't even purchase. It was a gift. In 2017, Sheikh Mansour Al Nahyan of the UAE royal family reportedly gifted the yacht Topaz to MBS, following a bidding war over Salvator Mundi. The yacht, now renamed A+, is a 147-meter behemoth valued at approximately $450 million. The story behind this gift is fascinating. The gifting was allegedly part of an exchange involving Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi painting, which MBS purchased for $450 million in 2017 and was intended for display at the Louvre, Abu Dhabi. Imagine gifting someone a $500 million yacht as part of an art deal. The yacht features 52 guests in 26 extravagant staterooms and up to 79 crew members in 40 cabins, making it one of the most spacious private vessels on the seas. The royal family's maritime empire extends beyond MBS's personal collection. King Salman owns Tuek, a 78-meter yacht valued at approximately $100 to $110 million, with annual running costs of around $10 million per year. The family also controls Al Salama, a 139.3-meter yacht valued at approximately $200 to $280 million, with annual running costs of around $28 million per year. Al Salama is particularly remarkable for its unique amenities. The yacht features a car garage, 3 hospitals for owner, guests and crew, hairdressing salon, secretary's office, 5 galleys, artist's dressing room, cinema, helicopter pad, several jacuzzis and a gym. 3 hospitals on a yacht. This isn't just luxury, it's a floating city with its own medical infrastructure. The scale of the House of Saud's yacht collection becomes even more impressive when compared to other wealthy families. The Saudi royal family owns approximately 10 yachts with a total value over $1 billion, making their maritime fleet larger and more valuable than the navies of many countries. But it's not just about the number of yachts, it's about how they're used. These vessels serve as floating embassies, mobile palaces, and tools of soft diplomacy. When MBS wants to conduct sensitive negotiations, he can invite world leaders aboard Serene, where conversations take place this in complete privacy, surrounded by luxury that reinforces Saudi Arabia's wealth and power. The logistics of maintaining such a fleet are staggering. Each yacht requires its own crew, its own maintenance schedule, its own insurance policies. The combined crew of all Saudi royal yachts likely exceeds 300 people. That's a small town's worth of employees dedicated solely to keeping these floating palaces operational. The technology aboard these yachts represents the cutting edge of marine engineering. Serene features advanced underwater lighting for enhanced nighttime aesthetics, and the yacht includes a hangar for a Eurocopter EC-145 helicopter. The engineering required to safely store and operate helicopters from a moving vessel in potentially rough seas is extraordinarily complex. The security considerations for these yachts are equally sophisticated. When you're carrying hundreds of millions of dollars in art, hosting world leaders, and representing one of the world's most influential royal families, security isn't just important, it's paramount. The yachts feature advanced communication systems, secure meeting rooms, and protection systems that remain classified for obvious reasons. One of the most fascinating incidents in the history of these yachts occurred in 2017, when Serene ran aground on a shallow rock reef in the Red Sea, 20 nautical miles off Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, due to a navigational error and propulsion failure. The fact that a $500 million yacht could run aground demonstrates that even with unlimited resources, the sea remains unpredictable and dangerous. The environmental impact of operating such a fleet is enormous. These yachts consume thousands of gallons of fuel per hour, generate significant waste, and require constant maintenance that often involves harsh chemicals and materials. Yet for a family whose wealth is measured in trillions, environmental considerations often take a back seat to luxury and convenience. But as magnificent as their yachts may be, one part of the Saudi royal family's extraordinary travel ecosystem. For shorter journeys and daily transportation, the House of Saud has assembled a collection of automobiles so exclusive, so outrageously customized that they redefine what it means to travel by land. Golden Roads, the most expensive car collection on Earth. When you possess wealth that measures in the trillions, when your family controls one of the world's most valuable companies, when your spending power exceeds the GDP of entire nations, how do you get around on land? For the House of Saud, the answer lies in what might be the most expensive and exclusive car collection ever assembled. A fleet of vehicles so extraordinary, so outrageously customized, that they make other billionaires' garages look like economy car lots. The story of the Saudi royal family's automotive empire begins with a simple truth. When money is no object, the only limits are imagination and the laws of physics. And as we're about to discover, the House of Saud has pushed both to their absolute breaking points. At the heart of this incredible collection sits one vehicle that perfectly encapsulates the family's approach to luxury. Prince Badr bin Saud's Bugatti Chiron, which he reportedly purchased as the first Chiron, along with the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo show car in 2016 for over $5 million combined. But this isn't just any Bugatti Chiron. This is the very first one ever delivered to a customer, making it not just a hypercar but a piece of automotive history. The Bugatti Chiron represents the absolute pinnacle of automotive engineering, with an 8.0-litre quad-turbocharged W16 engine producing 1,479 horsepower, capable of reaching 261 miles per hour with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 2.4 seconds. This isn't just a car, it's a land-based missile wrapped in luxury. The engineering required to safely harness 1,479 horsepower in a road-legal vehicle represents decades of technological advancement and millions of dollars in research and development. But what makes Prince Badr's Chiron truly special isn't just its performance, it's the exclusivity. The base price is approximately $3 million, with customizations potentially increasing the value. However, being the first customer to receive this automotive masterpiece, along with the accompanying Vision Gran Turismo concept car, elevates this purchase into the realm of the extraordinary. The Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo that came with Prince Badr's purchase is even more remarkable. This one-of-a-kind concept car debuted at Frankfurt Motor Show 2015 for the Gran Turismo video game series, with an estimated 500-plus horsepower and theoretical top speed of 280-plus mph. This vehicle isn't even road legal. It exists purely as a collector's piece, a work of automotive art that showcases what's possible when engineering meets unlimited imagination. But the Chiron and Vision Gran Turismo are just the beginning of this incredible story. Perhaps the most visually stunning vehicle in the Saudi royal collection belongs to Prince Turki bin Abdullah, a gold-plated Lamborghini Aventador SV with 740 horsepower, capable of 217 miles per hour with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 2.8 seconds. The concept of gold plating a Lamborghini Aventador SV seems almost absurd until you see it in person. This isn't gold-colored paint. This is actual gold plating plating applied to the carbon fiber body of one of the world's most extreme supercars. The estimated worth is approximately $1.2 million, with the base Aventador SV costing around $500,000, and gold plating and customization significantly increasing the value. Prince Turki's collection doesn't stop with the golden Lamborghini. His collection, valued at $22 million, includes a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe worth approximately $450,000 to $600,000. The Phantom Coupe represents a different kind of luxury, understated elegance rather than flashy performance. The vehicle features handcrafted interior with premium leather, wood veneers and bespoke detailing, along with a Starlight headliner with customizable fiber optic lighting. The Starlight headliner deserves special mention. It's a Rolls-Royce feature where hundreds of fiber optic lights are embedded in the roof lining to create the effect of a starlit sky inside the car. Each installation is unique and customers can specify the exact constellation they want recreated. For Prince Turki, this means that even when driving through city traffic, he's traveling under his own personal night sky. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's personal automotive collection reflects his taste for the absolute cutting edge of automotive technology. MBS owns a McLaren P1, a hybrid hypercar with 903 horsepower combined with electric motor, capable of 217 miles per hour, with a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 2.8 seconds, valued at approximately $1.15 million. The McLaren P1 represents the intersection of traditional automotive engineering and cutting-edge hybrid technology. Its carbon fiber monocoque construction, active aerodynamics and hybrid powertrain make it one of the most technologically advanced vehicles ever created. Limited production of 375 units enhances exclusivity, making it not just a car but a piece of automotive history. MBS's collection also includes multiple BMWs, likely high-end models like the 7 Series with executive-class interior with premium leather, wood and ambient lighting, valued at approximately $100,000 to $200,000 per vehicle. While these might seem modest compared to million-dollar hypercars, the BMW 7 Series represents the pinnacle of luxury sedans, featuring technology and comfort that rivals private jets. The family's collection also includes Land Cruisers, likely Toyota Land Cruiser 300 with 3.5-litre twin-turbo V6 producing 409 horsepower, valued at approximately $80,000 to $120,000 per vehicle. While these might seem practical compared to the Bugattis and McLarens, they serve an important purpose, navigating Saudi Arabia's desert terrain with luxury and reliability. But the true scope of the Saudi royal family's automotive empire becomes clear when we look at the numbers. The House of Saud owns 1,000 plus vehicles, with MBS and key relatives owning collections worth $22 million plus. 1,000 vehicles, that's not a car collection, that's a small automotive industry. To put this in perspective, MBS reportedly owns a Bugatti Veyron, $2.5 million, Lamborghini Veneno, $4.5 million, and Lykan Hypersport, $3.4 million. The Lamborghini Veneno is particularly remarkable. With only 14 ever made, it's one of the rarest cars on Earth. The Lykan Hypersport, featured in the Fast and Furious movies, is the first supercar produced in the Middle East and features diamond-encrusted headlights. The comparison with other royal families makes the Saudi collection even more impressive. The British royal family owns approximately 50 vehicles, Bentleys, Rolls-Royces, Jaguars, mostly state-owned, valued at around $10 million with focus on ceremonial use. The entire British royal car collection is worth less than some individual vehicles in the Saudi garage. Even other wealthy Gulf royal families can't match the Saudi collection. The House of Al Thani owns approximately 200 cars, including Bugatti Chirons and Ferraris, valued at around $15 million, while the Al Nahyan family owns approximately 300 cars, including rare Ferraris and Bugattis, valued at around $20 million. However, there is one royal family that challenges the Saudis in terms of sheer numbers. The Brunei royal family owns 7,000 plus cars, largest royal collection, including 600 Rolls-Royces, valued at approximately $5 billion. The Sultan of Brunei's collection is legendary for its size, but it's worth noting that it represents decades of collecting, while the Saudi collection has been assembled more recently with newer, more technologically advanced vehicles. The cultural significance of gold-plated vehicles in the Saudi collection cannot be overstated. Gold-plated cars like Turkey's Aventador SV reflect the family's love for opulence, extending to their palaces and yachts with gold fixtures. In Saudi culture, gold represents not just wealth, but also status, tradition, and divine blessing. When Prince Turki drives his gold-plated Lamborghini through the streets of London, he's not just showing off, he's carrying a piece of Saudi culture and identity. The logistics of maintaining such an enormous car collection are staggering. With over 1,000 vehicles spread across multiple family members and various locations around the world, the House of Saud essentially operates their own automotive ecosystem. This includes mechanics, security personnel, insurance specialists, and logistics coordinators, all dedicated to keeping this incredible fleet operational. The security considerations for these vehicles are equally complex. When you own cars worth millions of dollars each, security isn't just about preventing theft, it's about protecting assets that are often one of a kind or extremely rare. Many of these vehicles likely have tracking systems, armored variants for high-risk situations, and specialized transport methods for moving them between countries. The insurance costs alone must be astronomical. Insuring a $4.5 million Lamborghini Veneno that's one of only 14 ever made requires specialized coverage that most insurance companies can't even provide. The premiums on the entire Saudi royal car collection likely exceed the purchase price of entire car dealerships. One of the most remarkable aspects of this collection is how it's used. Prince Turki's gold-plated fleet has been spotted in London, turning streets into impromptu car shows. When Saudi royals travel abroad, they often ship their favorite vehicles ahead of them, ensuring that they can maintain their luxury lifestyle regardless of location. But perhaps the most extraordinary aspect of this entire collection is what it represents about wealth and power in the modern world. The family's wealth, derived from Saudi Arabia's oil reserves and investments like the Public Investment Fund, $620 billion in assets, enables such extravagant purchases. When your family controls assets worth $1.4 trillion, spending $22 million on cars represents less than 0.002% of your total wealth. The comparison puts things in perspective. If an average American family with a net worth of $100,000 spent the same percentage of their wealth on cars, they would spend $2. The scale of wealth involved here is so vast that it becomes almost impossible for most people to comprehend. The total value of the House of Saud's transportation assets easily exceeds $3 billion, making it larger than the GDP of many countries. But more than the money, more than the technology, more than the luxury, these assets represent something profound about power in the modern world. They demonstrate that when you control resources on a national scale, when your family's wealth is measured in trillions, the very concept of transportation transforms from mere movement into an expression of sovereignty itself. If you like this, check out the recommended videos by clicking the cards on your screen.